Welcome back to this DC Universe Online Let's Play. You're Sambo, and joining us, well, for the first time in a very long time is Blazepurple. So good to have her out, and of course it's even better. Look at what I've got next to me here, folks. That's right, we've got 4 members from our Superzeroes League, and we've got someone else who's a bit of a fan there. That's right, we had a bit of a competition here to see who would like to come and run Area 51 with me tonight, and these are the 3 lucky winners. We've got Sharpshot Wincole there, who's decided to take a nap. Big congratulations, shout out and hello to you. We've got Emerald Honor here, very cool looking tune there, obviously Green Lantern Hard Light Powers. A big hello to Emerald Honor, big shout out and thank you for coming along. And then of course we've got here Looh, very awesome looking. Look at this, Looh from the Superzeroes. That is a fantastic costume that you've got there. So here we go, the Raggedy Bunch, the 4 of us, the 4 Superzeroes: Sharpshot Wincole, Emerald Honor, Looh, and of course Blazepurple. What are we going to be doing tonight, folks? That's it, you know what's happening. We are running Area 51. That's right, I said it. We would be running these instances and alerts, of course, with members of the guild, and that is exactly what we're doing. With the league, rather. This is the first one, this is the first time, and of course, what better way to do it than with 3 other fantastic members of the league. Let's have a look, let's open up our Y, our on-duty menu, and of course, been a while since we've been here on Blazepurple, but if we go into our alerts, you can see here that we can actually choose our alert, and we've got normal, hard, or hard tier 2. What we're going to be doing, just to ease ourselves back into the swing of things, is normal mode alert for Area 51. So what we'll be doing very shortly is queuing ourselves up here and heading on in, and because we've got ourselves, as you can tell, a nice full party, we should be basically going straight in. So that's it, folks. Certainly hope you're ready for this. So good to have members of the Superzeroes League at my side. So all that remains for us to do is bring up the on-duty menu. You can see here, go into the alerts and select Area 51 and click on the first available. Now I'm going to go damage and or tank. I don't really mind. Probably be doing a little bit of both, I'd imagine. Going to hit OK, and you can see here it brings up the pending group queues, and you can see we're waiting for our members down the bottom here. We've got Emerald Honor, we've got Sharpshot Wincole. There we go, and she's chosen heals as well. You can see we're just waiting for, there we are, Looh, good on you, and we are done. We are queued and we can enter the instance right now. It is that simple. When you have a full group, of course, you're not having to wait for any pickup group members. Straight in, right at the front of the queue, because it's a 4-man run. Yes, that's right, the Area 51 alert is indeed limited to only 4-man, which is a bit different, of course, from a number of other MMOs which are 5-man. So here you go, you can see we have entered into Area 51. We can open up the map. You can see we've got quests here. We have to discharge the Brainiac energy cells. We've got 0 out of 25, and we have to defeat invading Brainiac drones, rather, 50 of those as well. So that's it, folks. We are ready to rock. Let's see if everyone in the group is ready. And we'll ask them. There we go. All ready in group chat. Ready, ready, ready. Let's see if all of them are. We'll just make sure they've all zoned in. And there we go. We're just waiting for... Who are we waiting for? We've got Emerald, Sharpshot, Looh. And that's it. It's just me. We are done. Let's do this thing, folks. Let's do it. Alright, so discharging the Brainiac energy cells. And, of course, we also have to defeat the invading drones. Now, if you've never run Area 51 before, it is a heck of a fun instance. Of course, we are completely overpowered here, but that's okay. We're just trying to show the actual content. And rather than it being a challenge, what we'll do, of course, in the future is we'll actually run it in hard mode so that it is actually a challenge. In the meantime, we've got to discharge these cells here.
Prime Servitor detecting foreign instances.
So yeah, for now, it's just about actually getting through the content, and that's about it. Very simple for us to do, of course. These are all level 10, and we are much higher level, of course, at level 30 for most of us. Emerald Honor there is level 13, so we will keep an eye out for him or her, just to make sure she doesn't get kicked in the rear too much.
Self-destruction imminent. Energy source destroyed. destabilized.
There we go, energy source destabilized. There's Emerald Honor, just keeping an eye on them again because they're lower level.
This is the will of Brainiac.
And what do we got? We're up to 17 out of 25 of the Brainiac energy cells. Let's make sure we're just keeping an eye on our teammates here.
Circling target.
And good old duck and roll. There we go, 21 out of 25, 22 out of 25. Let's go over and check up on everybody. And you can see here we've actually got a vendor, which is very handy.
Target locked.
And here we go, Regulator Alpha. This is the first one of our little sub-mini bosses that we have to take down. Let's have a chat to the vendor though, very quickly, and see if we can repair up. Here we go, and sell off some of our junk. Oh, actually, we'll do that later. Alright, at least we got to repair. Here we go. Alright, let's line up and get ready for our first mini-boss. And we'll just check out the whereabouts of everybody. Where are they? They're all over here. Alright, everyone ready? Go for it. Let's do it. Let's take him down. And you can see it's Subprime Regulator Alpha. We'll just stand back here a little bit because we're so overpowered. And keeping an eye again on Emerald Honor there. And it's done.
Salvage Cadmus's forces and retake their ammunition supply point. If resistance is too heavy, strip the Brainiac forces' neural cores after you defeat them. This blinds their servitor and stops further reinforcements.
And there we go, first boss is down. You can see now we have to extract fallen Cadmus Agents. We've got to assist Cadmus Agent with the munitions, and we've got to defeat the drones and recover their encryption cores. Now if we have a look on the map, you can see we actually have to travel to another area. This is the great thing about the instances here, is it takes place in different parts of Area 51. So off we go, waiting for our group to catch up. And just make sure they're all with us. They are indeed. Here we go. Alright, so Area 51, you can see, is a very, very large instance. And we're making our way to the next part of it right here. Here we go. Alright, so extracting the fallen Cadmus Agents. That's these guys here. Let's see if we can use on them. Here we go, 1 out of 10. And we've got to assist them with the munitions as well. There we go, so we'll let the rest of the group help us with these. Alright, aren't we doing well? We're doing very well. Of course, hopefully not a surprise given that we're so overpowered, but that's okay.
Ow, my head!
Alright, so we've basically got to protect these guys from incoming mobs. You just got to wait for that timer there to count down, and of course that's the agent with the munitions there. But because we're so overpowered, there's not too many more left over.
You can take it from here, right?
There we go. Bit of a cleanup.
Prime Servitor detecting interference at ammunition supply point. Increase security measures in the immediate vicinity.
And again, you can see our count there. Extract fallen Cadmus Agents, 7 out of 10. And of course we're defeating these drones and recovering their encryption cores, which is the count there of 33 out of 50. And that's what we're doing when we're hitting E there, is extracting their encryption cores. There we go, 38 out of 50. Got a bit of an influx going on here. Make sure that everybody's safe, especially Emerald Honor, who is playing this pretty much at level. One of the only ones in the group who is playing it at level. So They're certainly a lot braver than the rest of us. Good on you.
Thanks. I didn't think anyone was coming for me.
And here we go, more Cadmus techs. And of course, again, we've got 6 of these.
Transport these munitions out of here. Defend me while I get this teleporter working.
There we go, so we've got to defend these guys while their counter counts down from the onslaught here of incoming nasty bad guys. And isn't it fantastic, folks? Just so much going on in these instances. It's never just a plain old tank and spank. It's just fantastic.
I gotta transport these munitions out of here.
Alright, you can see that Cadmus tech over there is about halfway through his countdown. And this one behind us has had to start again. And these guys playing exceptionally well too, playing well for their classes. We've got heals coming in, we've got the DPS up. These guys know what they're doing. Superzeroes rather, doing me proud, as I knew they would. Alright, there we go. 9 out of 10 of the fallen Cadmus agents extracted, and 2 out of 6 of the assisted ones done. You can see, hopefully this is about to be 3 out of 6. There we go, 3. Alright, so let's see if we can find some more. It looks like there's one over here.
Great, I could use your help. I gotta transport these munitions out of here. Defend me while I get this teleporter working.
Alright, there we go, another defense set up. And you can see Looh there is all ready to rock and roll. She's got a big crate above her head.
I gotta transport these munitions out of here. Defend me while I get this teleporter working.
And Sharpshot, look at that, what a fantastic looking outfit he's got. And look at the size of that sniper rifle. He's prepared for action. Do you know what that reminds me of? Something out of good old Unreal Tournament from the early days there. And Emerald Honor again at level 14. Well done to you. Managed to stay alive this far. Very cool looking outfit too. Thank you for coming and joining us. And again, at level as well. That takes brass balls if you ask me. Alright, just waiting for this tech. I'm pretty sure if I remember rightly, someone has to always stay close or else the countdown stops. Here we go, nearly done. This will be 4 out of 6.
I can't wait to tell the guys back in the lab about this.
Done.
Thanks.
Onwards and upwards, let's see if we can find some more. I think there's some upstairs, not sure, can't remember. We'll soon find out.
Thanks. I didn't think anyone was coming.
How awesome is this instance though, folks? You can imagine running it actually at level. It's a real challenge, but not frustratingly so. It's actually lots and lots of fun. Alright, let's see if we can find out where these other agents are. I can't remember where they are exactly. Obviously not around here. Ah, there we go. Alright.
I'm making a break for the command base.
The lads on the team have found them before me. Well done, guys. So again, folks, if you're watching this for the first time ever playing through Area 51, it's got lots and lots of different parts to it. You can see here we're in the second part. There are plenty more to come and lots of different objectives. They're very interesting as well. It's not just plain old beating up on a loot pinata. Definitely have objectives to do, and they're forced, they are kind of force-fed to you, but you don't have to actually do anything. They will just keep coming up on your tracker, which is fantastic too, makes it nice and easy. There we go, 5 out of 6. Well done. We've got one more to find, one more to defend. Oh, and look at this regulator beta up the top there. That is our second sub-boss that we have to take on. First things first, though, we do need to find... Oh, there we go. No, that is the objective. Defeat Subprime Regulator Beta. And that is him up the top there. Alright. We'll say, is everybody ready? Here we go. And he's down.
I must reset Cadmus's defense systems in the command base. Here, we may have an edge. The base is radiating a subsonic interference wave that affects the Brainiac's sparks in the area. Flip their neural cores, and you can reset them to your advantage.
There you go, you heard him. You can see our objective now is over to the northeast. And you can see we've got to activate the Cadmus defense consoles, reprogram the defeated Brainiac sparks, and eliminate control tower patrols. That is us. We are off. Look at the size of this place, folks. Is it not fantastic or what? The instances, the alerts in this game are just outstanding. They really are. So effectively, this is like the third phase of the instance.
Cadmus has to clear Brainiac out of the area and resume the project.
And some nice heals there. Thank you very much. Aren't these group members just fantastic? As I said earlier, certainly proud to have them on the team. As always, keeping an eye on the team's health as well, because we do have Emerald Honor here, who is at level. And you can see we're also repairing the defense control stations there. And there we go, a reprogrammed spark just to help us out. Let's go over and see how the team's going. And you can see all of our reprogrammed sparks here are coming in to actually help us as well, which is fantastic. Now you might notice I'm passing on all of this loot. That's because I'm a much higher level than these guys, than Sharpshooter and Emerald Honor, of course, who could easily do with this gear a lot more than I can. So we're doing the right thing, of course, and not taking it all. Alright, we've got 10 now of the defeated Brainiac Sparks reprogram. We have to carry on doing this. We've got eliminate control tower patrols, 29 out of 50 of those. And of course we've also got to activate the Cadmus defense consoles, 13 out of 16 of those. We're doing a very, very good job so far.
Connection to Brainiac.
Now look at that, a couple of sneaky ones up the top here, and you can see we've got a console. Some of these can be actually quite hard to find too. You have to look around, they're not just out in the plain open, as you can see there. Oh, grounded. There we go, and a console.
Initiating directive. Transport kryptonite cache immediately.
Right, let's go over and join the group once we get rid of this analyzer out of the way. And there we go, meeting up with the guys in the center.
Identifying target. Friendly.
Alright, so now it looks like we've got to split up and try and find the rest of the consoles, because you can see we've got 14 out of 16 there. These can be quite difficult to try and find as well. Bit of a puzzle, if you like. So it looks like these ones have been activated already. I'm just trying to remember where some of them are, and I honestly can't. It's been a while since we've been in here.
Control center defense sequence complete.
And there we go.
Measures are now online.
Well done, team. They found all of the consoles. Definitely found them before I could. And now it's time to go in and take the third mini-boss down. There he is, being pummeled in the center there by the team.
You have done well. Now is the crucial battle. Just beyond here, a Brainiac Servitor and its greater accumulators oversee the transfer of the kryptonite onto their ship. You may not want to face this battle alone.
Alright folks, you can see there the next part that we've got to do. Secure.
Oracle will hack the ship's teleporter so you can deactivate the Prime Servitor itself.
There we go. Martian Manhunter. Alright, so we've got to secure and recover green kryptonite. Defeat the greater accumulators, 25 of those. This area here, by the way, is very, very difficult if you're playing it at level. Be very careful. Right, let's wait for the team to join us. Alright, off we go. We'll leave those recovered green kryptonites to be activated by the other guys in the team. And we'll just help out with the bashing here. Because yeah, these guys actually pack a very mean punch. Now you can see what she's doing there. She actually has to take them back. So we'll watch her there. There we go. Take it actually back. You have to recover it over to here. And if you do pick one up, you actually get the arrow above your head. And you know how that works, folks. Get the arrow above your head pointing you in the right direction, and that's where you have to bring it. So make sure you do that. I've seen a lot of groups trying to figure out what on earth to do with the green kryptonite. You do have to drop it off at the drop-off point. Now, Emerald Honor looks like they're in a bit of danger there. Let's go down and take out these guys. Use an AoE heal there as well. There we go now, hopefully, yep, they're getting taken back as well. The green kryptonite, we've got 2 out of 4 done. And now, of course, wanting to get the other 2. There goes the third one zooming past us. And there we go, Sharpshot Wincole has the 4th, we hope. And we've still got to defeat 20, what do we got? 21 out of 25, 22 out of 25 of the accumulators, nearing the end here. $24 out of 25, 1 more to go. And there we go, this is the last phase of the instance. The Prime Servitor. This is it, folks. This is really, really hard if you're playing this at level. And lucky for these guys, we have a couple of, well, we've got a couple of level 30s, and of course we've got a level 28. So you have to make your way to the teleporter here and teleport into the Brainiac ship. Let's do it. Here we go. Alright, let's make sure everyone is here. A roll check. We've got Looh, we've got Sharpshot Wincole, and we've got Emerald here. Let's have a bit of a cheer. Whoops. There we go, Emerald Honor, Sharpshot Wincole, Looh, and of course Blazepurple, ready to rock, ready to take down the main boss. Are we ready? This is it, folks. Making sure that the group is ready. You can see you got healing barrels around. Yes, yes. We need one more yes from what do we got? Sharpshot Wincole. And there we go. Let's pose as well. There we go. Alright, let's do it, folks. This is it. Woohoo! The Prime Servitor shall be ours. Let's lay back on the DPS here and see how everybody goes. He's still taking one heck of a beating from everybody here. Again, 2 level 30s, 1 level 28, level 14 Emerald Honor here. Oh, and look at that, the Prime Servitor sends a distress call, and in come a whole bunch of Brainiac accumulators here. And again, you can imagine at level that would be super nasty. Very nasty indeed. And you can see he's protected up there as well. Got to wait for him to get out. There we go, return to normal. And look at that, his health. We've hardly made a dent in his health, even with all of these high-level members of our party here. It is a very rough instance. And look at that, Emerald Honor bringing out the hard light superpowers there. They look fantastic, don't they? Prime Servitor, now he's down to about 5% health. Oh, and just before we took him out, the ship defenses become active, and I'd imagine we're going to get another incoming wave of enemies. Let's have a look here. The ship's defenses are active. Oh, and what is happening now? Oh, we've got these things shooting around the place. Got to try and avoid those, I think. Prime Servitor still being protected by the shields up the top there. Let's pick up a healing barrel. And there it is. Feat achieved. Alert rookie. We got one there. Complete 10 alerts. And a whole bunch of these guys actually got achievements and feats themselves. You can see there Looh topping the damage out table there, followed by Blazepurple, Emerald Honor, and Sharpshot Wincole. And we've got, look at that, how many secures there are. Looh again, 53 secures, 26 for Blazepurple, 33 for Emerald Honor, and 31 for Sharpshot Wincole. We can see the power stats there, the healing out. Look at that, Sharpshot Wincole, of course, doing all of the healing. A big thank you to him. What fantastic healing we did there. Grats on the feats. And let's open up this loot here. We're going to just pass on all of that to make sure that the guys in the league actually get a good chance at that loot. And that is it, folks. That is it. We are done. Let's give them a big cheer. That is fantastic. Look at this. The guys are just awesome. Let's line up here and make sure we can get everybody in shot. There we go. So once again, my thanks to Sharpshot Wincole, to Looh, and of course from Emerald Honor, who actually did this at level, for helping us through there, through Area 51. There they go, lined up. What a great looking bunch there. The Superzeroes are victorious in Area 51. Folks at home, I certainly hope you enjoyed that episode. It's a fantastic one. Please run it at level. And of course, what we'll be doing in the future is running that in hard mode. So we'll see how we go. So more of this to come, folks. If you want to be in an episode, of course, look out for my alerts on Twitter and my Facebook page as well, because I'll be posting times that I'll be coming on here. And again, always holding a little competition to get into the group as well, making sure that you have to work for your spot here. I eventually want to make sure that every single one of you guys in the Superzeroes, of course, is in an episode. But if they're anything like this one, they're going to be a whole lot of fun. Look at that, shape-shifting, fantastic stuff. Sharpshot and Looh and Emerald, you guys were just perfect group members, and of course perfect league members as well. Thank you very much for your support. Guys at home, certainly hope you'll join us in the next action-packed episode. In the meantime, on behalf of myself, Sambo, and Blazepurple, it's us saying take care. Certainly hope you're having a great day wherever in the world you are. Look forward to seeing you next time. Take care, and bye-bye.